Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 4. Okay, let me ask a question before I get started tonight. How many people listened to what I had to say Friday when I said that probably the only two things you want to hold was gold and silver and those pocket puts? Well, you're smiling tonight, I guess, right? Okay. I think that when you have all the different factors out there, you have to pay attention. Okay, and I just think that's just something that becomes very important in these times of what I call market turmoil. Um, Let me give you a couple numbers to start off tonight, where we'll get a little deeper in a little bit. But the VIX is at 2145. Keep your eye on the VIX futures. Write that symbol down /VX. Okay. And by doing that, that'll sort of tell you how to judge everything else, the VIX futures. Also, one of the tickers, I'll get into the presentation, but the E-mini, 75% of all stocks are going to follow it. Okay. But I think the true winner overall has got to be GLD, gold and gold futures, because I think that when you look at that, gold futures, they win if we go up, they win if we go down. So I think gold futures is a place that we could obviously consider as we get further into this week. But I want to welcome everybody here. Thank you for coming. We got a record crowd. I thought we would. It's funny how everybody comes home when you get one of these market turmoil things. And so thank you for being here. Let's just go around the board. Type in where you're signing in from. Wow, Kansas City, Arlington. Montgomery, Oregon, all right. Melbourne, I got Australia on board. I love it. Cleveland, New York, Los Angeles. That covers the whole United States right there. Okay, South Carolina, North Carolina. All right, well, the white papers talk about the reference bars, and I think that's the best way to navigate this week and tonight. And then after 9 o'clock tonight, we'll have our first time zone, so to speak, for trading after 9. So we'll see how everything stacks up. So far, the market's been real big opening. Crude open, write that number down. Crude's opening high was $75. It's currently 71. That's a pretty good jump, but now you got a number at least. $75 is a big pivot number this week for crude. So thank you for coming. Let's get into it. We do have a record crowd. Thank you, Adam. Risk involved in trading. Hopefully we removed a lot of risk from your portfolio and everything else with our strategy, what we did. I think we did a good job. It's sort of calm when you're looking at a market that has this much uncertainty to be in the position that most of us are in. I like it. For those that don't know, I'm a former Air Force officer, a little training in strategic and tactical thinking, active trader since the 70s, member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, have 3 books, Winning the Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. DTI will help you master the markets through education. How many people like the education we do every day at 11 o'clock? Give me a little feedback there. Y'all like that education we do? Everybody's welcome to come. It's dtitrader.com/live. If you want to come, we'll be there live tomorrow. dtitrader.com/live. And of course, the experience we bring, we've been here before, and we've learned over the years to be very thoughtful, consider the risks that we do when we look at the market, and try to be very, very judicious how we put assets out there. Well, thank you for saying that. My live trading, yeah, we trade a little live in front of you. We're not ashamed of when we take a position. Schedule for the week tomorrow, we have train and trade at 11, 3 o'clock. I've got something just perfect for this week. We call it the leveraged income zone at 3 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, we have futures education. Tuesday, 10:45 connected dots, train and trade, 1:30 live trading, 3 o'clock leverage income. Wednesday, train and trade, 1:30 T-Buzz live trading, leverage income, and midweek market update. Thursday, we have train and trade, T-Buzz live trading, the leverage income, LIZ we'll call it, Liz. Y'all like that? Liz. Friday, we got train and trade, T-Buzz live trading, and leverage income, or Liz, Friday afternoon. I picked that hour to do this because I thought I could help you more at the end of the day with what we've seen during the day, have you position and take advantage of things that we see. I think it's going to be a great week. Again, in my opinion, after 9 o'clock tonight, we enter what I will call the first trading area where we get a feel for what the market is telling us. And that'll happen after 9 tonight. You look at where the market is coming into the day, you got D-mini down 1.5, 1.27, NASDAQ's weak at 2.93. You got Dow about flat, DAX 1.41, gold down 2.4 or up 24%, and silver or crude's up about 24 now. And of course, you've got bonds up 3. Bonds is a flight to quality play, plus lower interest rates or make it a double hitter. That's why we like it, okay? And we have a lot of good things going there. My 10 tickers. I wrote these numbers. I did a lot of thinking about it. And I wanted to give you numbers that you could make some money off of with the war footing that we're on right now. So these numbers here will be good. And there's my 10 tickers. You know the success we've had me giving you these numbers. Notice I said if the QQQ and the SPY go below these numbers, you ought to be short, okay? So keep that in mind as we get further and further into the week, these two numbers here. I put those top of mind. And then, of course, I've heavily weighted in gold and silver for the week. And I gave you some numbers that you could get long some and pick off some for money, okay? These numbers mean that if the stock or ticker goes above or below these numbers, that's where I could enter those trades, either the stock itself or you could do options on that Delta 50. Does that help you, Gracie? Delta 50, that's you can read about that probably in the white papers, okay, and help you. Pretty much at the money, right? Options. Probabilities for the week, you probably have to throw these out, most of them, but overall, you can see Monday typically at the first day of March is pretty strong. But the week itself is mixed at best under ordinary circumstances. News for the week. I think the news is going to override anything else we do this week. Will be the first 3 days. How many people are familiar with my approach with the 3-day algo? Come tomorrow at Train and Trade and we'll get everybody up to speed. That is how we will determine the best plays going forward that we always determine for the month of March. This month will be a little bit different from the standpoint you've got a market under attack, and I don't know about you, but since I'm in the position I'm in, meaning I'm not losing money like 90% of most people in a market like this, or you, if you listen to me, you're not doing it, we're in a great position to make some money, aren't we? When you think about the strategy that I came into this thing. Pretty cool stuff, isn't it? Follow what we do, learn what we do, and become a better investor. That's the beautiful thing about it. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Adam, where's the other stuff I wanted to emphasize? Is that in here?
That comes up next.
Okay. Now, if you've been listening to me, everybody should be in a strong position heading into the week. How many people want to give me from 0 to 10 how I position you? I think people that are not here ought to understand just how powerful what we do is. 0 to 10, how I position you for the wins award. Adam, copy that and show it to some of these new people. I think they need to know that we're just not making this stuff up. They're seeing real results from a lot of good people. Man, I haven't seen anything less than a 10. We must have did a good job. I did see an 8 creep in. You must have went to sleep during the presentation. There's a 10 plus. Anyway, we play the market and we play it from a way that puts you in a strong position heading into a week. We don't go in here with our hands behind our back. We go in here with our eyes wide open, and we are going to take advantage of whatever they do. And truthfully, right now, with the uncertainty that we got going on, our best gauge will be to follow 4 tickers I'll give you. And these 4 tickers will lead you in the right direction. I'm simplifying this whole thing for everybody here. Now, if you're holding silver and gold or you're in cash, you're in excellent positions right now. Give me a yes if you're holding that. Now, that tells me you were listening to what I told you to do, okay? You're in an excellent position coming in. Look at all these yeses, Adam. This is like, hey, Tommy boy, you did okay. This makes me feel good. Now, what we're going to do, while everybody else is trying to get even, we're going to make money. How many like that approach? While everybody else is trying to get even, we're going to make money. That's our goal. Now, there's 4 key tickers that will guide you through this next week and next opportunity. First, ES Futures. It's the number 1 rule that I use in trading. 75% of all stocks follow the S&P 500. This is the heartbeat of the market. Every day, I give you what's known as a pivot number, which will tell you whether to be long or short. I give you key support, and I'll give you key resistance. Let me get started tonight giving you major support below where we're currently trading. 66.50 to 67.50, right? That range down. That's where major support for this market is. 67.50 to 66.50. That's major support. To the upside, it goes back to the yearly open 69.02. That's the pivot number to the upside, 69.02. Those two numbers will help you navigate through the night and to tomorrow. Treasury bonds. It's the largest segment of the market. We have a program called Anchor. It's killing it right now. In times of uncertainty, interest rates tend to fall and flight to quality increases. You can watch this through TLT. TLT. It's a 20-year bond ETF, and it's just as good, I think, watching that as it is watching Treasury bonds. Gold. I believe gold, out of all the investments right now, is the best investment because it's going to win no matter whether the market goes down or up. It acts as a safe haven, and if markets rally, it will rise at the rate of about 88% in correlation if we go up. So gold is probably your safest play during this kind of market. Give me a yes if you understand that. Okay. Crude oil. The world will be watching oil. I'm focused on CLJ26 futures and USO. CLJ26 opened tonight at 75. Since it's open, it's pulled back $5 to 70.57. Keep your eye on this ticker. Let me give you a USO number where you'll have it also, okay? Okay, use 85 for USO. 85 for USO. Those are the two pivotal numbers in the crude complex. That's big, folks, to have that going into the week. So everybody has the four tickers, correct? Any questions about the four tickers? Crude oil futures, Buck, is $75 a barrel. What the pivot number is if they're below that number, the market tends to go down. If they're above that number, the market tends to go up. Paul, I'll give you a better gold number in the morning at 5 a.m. Right now, gold is very bullish from Friday, but I want to give you the hard number tomorrow on gold, okay? I can give you bonds, and I can give you crude oil tonight. Don't read anything you see into the numbers except these pivot numbers and the time. Now, let me give you a quick history lesson. Since Pearl Harbor, every major conflict has seen the market finish higher by year end. What does that tell you? That tells you this too will pass. So you've got not to get locked in, it's got to go down. But every December gets here will be higher based on historical numbers. If history repeats itself. Every major conflict. The Afghan war, the Iraqi war, 9/11, all those, the market ended higher. Keep that in the back of your mind, okay? I did a lot of work this weekend. I'm prepared to help you if you want to listen. Who wants to listen to me every day between 3 and 4 to be positioned for what's happening? So how do we analyze this particular conflict? Very simple. The times to analyze the market. The time to analyze the market is after 9 o'clock tonight, after 5 a.m. in the morning, after the first hour tomorrow, after Genesis, which is at 12, after 2 o'clock into the final day. Those are the time. If you can't remember anything else I say, it works 10, 12, and 2 Eastern time. Type that in there. 10, 12, and 2 Eastern time keeps you on point. 10, 12, and 2. That's the time to analyze the trend. Don't get locked in that just because you're going up, it's going to stay up. Or if it's going down, it's going to stay down. This is a trader's paradise if you listen. A lot of movement, a lot of good trades can be made. The DTI reference bar system built around the 24-hour market is light years ahead of anything else out there. For the last 30 years, we've been using it in up markets, down markets, and everything else. The DTI reference bar system, we give it to you through our white papers. I don't have the link, maybe Adam does for the white papers, but if you're new, you ought to read that. If you're old, you ought to read it, just review. But if you can't remember anything else, 10, 12, and 2. There it is, there's the white paper. Something good to read tonight. Here's what to know. After 9 tonight, a tradable trend will begin to emerge. Our job would be to decide whether it's long, short, or out. After 5 o'clock Eastern time in the morning, another trend. After the first hour tomorrow, the daily trend. And after 2, the final trend takes shape. That's how this market is going to work. You don't have to go read a textbook to figure that out. All you have to know is it's been tried and tested our whole career, what I just gave you. This is how you look at the market going forward. If you get a decision you have to make, wait for these key times. Miles said, listening to me has been the best thing he ever did in trading. Thank you, Miles. That's awful nice. The biggest mistake you can make right now is going all in at one time, not knowing how to manage your capital. Let me give you a simple technique that I use. Let's say that I want to go long. I will take level bets on everything I do, meaning if I'm going to do options or stock or whatever, I will put in level dollars. If I'm using 1,000 for each trade or 2,000 or 5,000, I will keep it level, okay? But here's the way I do it. This is the secret. It's called a probing method. You put half of your position on if you think it's going higher. Let the market tell you in the minutes after you do that, or hours after you do that whether you made a good decision. If you made a good decision, you put your whole position up. Does everybody understand the art of probing what I just explained to you? Couple things about it. You put half your position on and let the market tell you you're right before you put all the position. It will help you. Now, since this is an unfolding story, new information will be coming hot and heavy, I will help you analyze it. I'm in front of you a lot. I will keep you current with what I see, answer questions as I'm trading this trend. Many traders will think there's an opportunity and they'll bury money into the market on Monday and jump in with both feet. You don't want to do that. Patience will pay, as I always say. You won't be unable to take advantage of bigger opportunity could come on Wednesday and Thursday because you lost so much money on Monday. Anybody ever done that? I did that when I was a rookie trader. I'd get an idea and I'd go in and I'd put all my dollars in. And next thing I know, I'm behind, losing money. Not a good place to be. We're not going to do that, are we? We're going to be smart, we're going to be careful, and we're going to be very, very judicious when we put ourselves at risk. Or maybe you just stay on the sidelines. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe so. That's the beautiful thing about what we're doing. We're not going to miss a windfall because I will evaluate it using my unique software that I have to help analyze all this information. No matter how you approach the market, if you don't know how to manage your positions over the full week, you're leaving money on the table. Just don't leave a dime on the table. Let's take every dime that's due us. Keep risk defined. No risk that doesn't have a definition to it. And I'll explain that tomorrow during Train and Trade. Now, I'm going to teach you over the next 5 days how to dance with Liz. L-I-Z. You're going to find out something you don't get to see very often, but you'll get to see it this week if you're part of this. Unique approach to balance your positions throughout the week so you take the most opportunities that present themselves each day. Now, it isn't a model of trading that you hear about on YouTube or any online chat room. This is a combination of a lot of information over the years with experience to take advantage of it. People know that when I do this, they're definitely going to get their money's worth. I've been doing this a long time, folks. Very valuable what's going to happen that last hour each day. I hope you're part of it. This is our call to action. The opportunity's here if you want to participate. That's why we're going to start as soon as tomorrow afternoon, Monday. During the last hour of the day, I'll be live kicking off a 5-day Liz. And I'll do more if it's needed. But if I can't teach you in 5 days how to take advantage of this last hour like I'm thinking, then that's okay. We'll take some more time and do it. and depending on what we're seeing in the market. But the next 5 days at 3 o'clock, that's where you ought to be. We'll record everything where you can learn how to do it and what to do. All the details on how to allocate your capital each and every day going forward. Talk about the opportunities I see materialize that we'll take advantage of. The exact steps I plan to take advantage of each day and each forward-looking trade. The capital allocation setup I use throughout the week, and we'll place that live trade together. I will be doing this with you. Won't be any, hey, you ought to buy it here. No, I'll be buying it if I say we ought to buy it. I will be participating on all of these. It's the best I can do for you at that time of day. This is a perfect time. This was Adam's idea. He's been around me for a lot of years. He said, you ought to do it again. I said, let's do it. I'm going to commit to this to help you. On Tuesday, we'll do it all over again. Walk through another live trade, another opportunity. Every day we'll have something to make some money with. At the end of the week, you'd place 5 live trades with me, plus have the understanding and the knowledge to go forward, especially with Liz, L-I-Z. Now, I've been doing this a long time. It's a big give here, okay? You will have the ability to run everything by me during that hour, and I'll be longer with you if you need it. This is intensive one-on-one training brought to you online every day. A lot of money's been paid in the past. I cut the price way down. And just to listen to some of these love letters I got from some of my top students. Joe wrote, my one-on-one sessions with Tom were more beneficial to me as compared to the online webinars I've attended multitude times. The amount of material we're able to cover, the personal adaptations he provided, the concepts, the focus. Hey, it's about growing your account. I understand that. He battled bad weather, flight cancellations, and other obstacles to make it down to see me face to face. Now I'm taking it online this week. Joe paid a lot more money than $500. Rob said he's been trying to trade for 40 years. I've taught him how to trade. He's made it fun and educational, and he's learned a tremendous amount. He joined my medallion program. Best decision he ever made. Wayne and Glenn. Glenn said, I've trusted your training for over 5 years. I helped him become a steady winner. Have a little fun along the way. They don't say you can't have a little fun, do they? And this is what Wayne said. There's no one in this business that does a better job of teaching the ins and outs of the market. I care about your success. That's so true. And that I believe you need to sign up now, but you won't be disappointed. Thanks, Wayne. So these 5 sessions, each one valued at least $500. Be $2,500 if we did retail. We're not doing that. I told you the opportunity setting up this week is extremely rare. Let's take advantage of it. And to make sure you don't miss out, I'll cover the cost of 4 to 5 sessions for the first 200 members who join us tonight. That takes, instead of $2,500, that takes $2,000 off of it if you join tonight. If you're one of the first 200 to take action, you'll pay once to join me tomorrow and get the rest of the week's sessions for free. That's right, just one payment of $4.99 gets you in all week. Wow. Sound like a deal? If you're ready to join Liz right now, Leverage Income Zone. If you're one of the first 200, you get this deal. After tomorrow, you don't take this deal, it's going to cost you $500 per session. because you're going to be hearing success after success. And that's not a promise. That's a goal that I've set for myself. Be one of the first 200 to sign up. Or you can call 904-706-3532. Here's what I'll be covering. Weekly capital, how to divide your capital across these 5 days. Maximum risk per trade. That'll be up to you, but I'll tell you how to divide it. Your total weekly exposure, when not to trade during the week. Strategy, how to sell premium, how to buy momentum, matching strategy to market condition. We don't know what they're going to deal. We're just going to adjust. Basic expiration guidelines. Earnings and volatility control. The 7-day earnings exclusion rule, avoiding implied volatility traps, adjusting size during trades and weeks. Daily execution roadmap. Established a bias with the first allegation, Tuesday through Thursday. That's where tactical entries happen. And Friday, we have a weekly review and reset. See if we do it another week. If I do it anything past this Friday, you will be exempt for further cost. That's right. Exempt from further costs if I do it after this week. During this month, we put that qualifier. Weekly review and reset. It's $4.99. There it is, folks. We'll take 200 if you want to join us. Sign up at dtitrader.com/Liz. Or if you got any questions, call and talk to our people, 904-706-3532. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. Are you ready? Sylvan says, sign me up. After you sign up, your opportunity to add our interactive home study course. We got that for the new people to go and read. One-time payment there, 1-year access, no subscription. Sign up at dtitrader.liz or call 904-706-3532. This is for new and old. Live each day at 3. We'll structure it, and I'll show you how to analyze whatever they throw us. Because I don't know what they're going to throw us. But I know one thing. We'll have it figured out to help you analyze it, interpret it, and execute it. Whether it's stock, bonds, whatever it is, we'll go through it and you'll know how to do it. Remember, the first trade time I'll look at this market tonight will be after 9. Be patient. Any questions? Anybody got any questions about what our profile looks like? For Liz, Renato, the $4.99 for this week and the rest of the month of March if this war keeps going. It's tied into this war. It ends when this war ends. Is that fair enough? It ends when this war ends. Goes on a couple weeks, I'll do it. Yeah, options and stocks. I will trade where the opportunity is, but you will have an opportunity, whether you trade stock, options, or even futures, to use Liz. This is an exciting way to handle this thing. Well, if we do 4 weeks, I'll be doing Liz for 4 weeks. Is that fair enough? Since I don't know the time? Debbie, go back and look at the slide. Adam, type it out for her, if you will. I just like the name Liz. This is exciting. Thank you, Adam. All right. Remember, be sure to make it to 11 o'clock tomorrow. It's totally free. No, $4.99 covers you. I'm tying it to, I want to make sure everybody understands what I'm committed to. $4.99 ties you to Liz for this conflict with Iran. Everybody understand what I'm saying? If it goes 5 weeks, I'll do it 5 weeks, but I'll end it in that free zone, so to speak, after that. That's more than fair, don't you think? You like the way I did that, Joe? We do what the market tells us. That's the way I did it. Hey, if we end this thing 3 days, I'll complete this week. But I don't think we're going to end in 3 days. Odds are we'll go a couple weeks. We'll see. Nobody knows. But we'll do whatever the market tells us to do, I tell you that. And for those that hadn't traded with me in the past, I'm usually right 4 out of 5 times, just to tell you. Everybody understand that? And people will verify that it's here. They'll tell you. He's right about 4 out of 5 times. I got a 72-hour rule that if we're not right, we get out. That's a pretty good rule, isn't it? William, I don't understand your question. All right, does anybody have any other questions for me? Adam, you gonna replay this, you think?
Hey, T-Buzz, yes, I'm going to replay it once you're done answering questions and we're ready to go.
Yeah, anybody got any questions they want to ask? Here's your chance. Ask it. Ed says, the silver going over 100? I think it is. No, I'm not surprised about anything right now. This is a wartime market, folks. Understand. This is not a normal market. I'm not surprised about anything. That's why I gave you certain times to enter and exit trades. Yes, we'll be doing train and trade at 11. Absolutely. People that know me know I love this. Yes. That's for new people to learn a lot. That's a great question. John says, sometimes I recommend 1/3. The reason I'm doing a half, these are shorter term trades that I'm going to do. And I want to make sure that we don't miss the opportunity when they set up. Yeah, Bill, they'll drop the slide link, I'm sure. Yes, absolutely. Futures always benefit you. Roger, maybe. Let me just use the word maybe. Yeah, Roger's one of my senior futures statement. Check the futures program after 9, sometime between 9 and 10. I might look at something there, okay? No, there will not be, Don. Not unless it extends for more than a couple of weeks. Did everybody see that GDX trade I told you to get in on Friday? Get 119 tonight, GDX did. Woo, yeah. All right, Adam, I think I've answered everybody's questions. Let's go make some money and grow our accounts. Yes, I am. The new futures class will go off tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Yes, I will, Stan. I will. TNT's active. That and future will be active around the clock. The futures class is tomorrow night. Adam, what a great crowd. Look at that number. Nobody left either. Well, a few people did, but that's okay. Adam, I'd say play the tape. Here's the tape. This will be a review for